Hello, this is Wing Spiritual Clarity, and my name is Wendy Wing. I'm going to be doing a tarot reading for the collective. So take what resonates and leave the rest. This is timeless, so whenever you're seeing this, it's the right time. Let's get started. All right, collective. In your past, got Emperor in reverse. So it looks like there was someone in your energy. This doesn't read as yours. This reads as someone who was domineering, controlling, rigid, stubborn. There was a lack of stability in the home. Someone that really destabilized you. Someone who breadcrumbed you and put you in a 5 of Swords type of energy, competition, winning at all costs, sneakiness, bullies, theft, abusive relationship. There was just a lack of commitment, greediness, laziness. I'm getting that this is someone that you, this is a relationship, your partner, and it feels like a third-party situation, someone else who came in. You might have noticed a shift in your person's energy because there was someone else that was cold-hearted, cruel. So it feels like they kind of started mirroring each other and both being that influence of this third party made your person very cruel and cold-hearted. And so there was this, it just felt like a missed opportunity. I get the feeling that in the past you realized that they were a bad investment, that you used your intuition and you knew, you might have not known everything that was going on, but you knew something was up. And this energy is just very toxic, very angry, bitter, deceitful. And in present time, you're in the 7 of Wands energy, feeling that you have to remain defensive. Feels like their energy might be coming, like their energy feels like it's not releasing from you because of insecurity and codependency. They did all this really atrocious behavior and kind of bully energy, not kind of, bully energy. And it's like they still want to play this game with you. They're in this bully energy because their Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. And they're in this negative, they're kind of stuck in this negative cycle of instead of dealing with the hurt that's inside of them and healing it and taking responsibility, they're projecting it onto you. And so that has you in this protection defensive mode. However, I'm getting that you're moving forward. You're determined to move forward. It took a lot of courage for you to leave this toxic situation. For whatever reason, they disappeared in this energy, became more and more involved in it, and you're moving away because there was no love in this. Your person repressed and still represses their emotions. They can't create their way out of this. They can't imagine being another way. And so they, instead of healing from this type of activity, it's kind of like they're doubling down. You're exhausted. This has exhausted you. It feels like both your person and the third party, especially your person and you, are exhausted by this. But you're keeping your boundaries up. And you're weary, very weary. You're in a real King of Swords energy, head over heart, mental clarity, authority. You see the truth of what's happened, and it doesn't feel like you're going to take this anymore. It looks like you have a new project, new inspiration, an urge to create. It's kind of like out of the fire of this devastation, you are healing and focusing on your power and new opportunities and growth. You're also wanting to manifest harmony and love, a new relationship. Feels like you want a relationship. You've learned a lot from this really difficult situation, from someone treating you like an option. And now you've got a very clear idea of who you want to be in a relationship, who you would want to be with you in a relationship, how that relationship would look like. There's a lot that you've learned from this. At times you feel raw and emotional, and you struggle with some inner strength because it has exhausted you. Yet, wow, you are ready for new relationship, connection. You're letting go of inner turmoils, releasing worries, starting to really reach out. While your person remains in kind of a state of overindulgence, isolated, alone, gossiping. Feels like they're gossiping a lot about you. They're in the Hierophant reversed, foolish, frailty, blind faith. That they have like a I think they thought they were the Hierophant upright, and instead there's a frailty, things not going the way that was planned. It looks like you've been focusing on your work and your responsibilities, taking care of your health and wealth. And you're healing from this amazing betrayal and loss and defeat, stabbed in the back, an overkill. You're healing from this overkill. I'm also getting that that your person is now receiving karma from the Ten of Swords that they did to you. They're starting to receive betrayal as well. There are people interested in you because you are attracting new love and new opportunities. There's a part of you that is still in that defensive mode, in that Seven of Wands mode. For some of you, not ready, not entertaining someone. And especially if they come to you in a page energy, a young, immature energy. Feels like this has wizened you up and you're not looking for an immature situation. You're looking for a king or an emperor. And you're not going to settle. This has really taught you some lessons in love, so you're not going to settle. Your person just feels like a hustling. They're focusing on work and not healing. How they appear to others is more important than the reality of what's going on. Again, there's this lying, this pretense and mask, a falsehood. Yeah, again, more lying, clouded judgment, brutality, chaos. Feels like they're gossiping and lying about you a lot. And after they did this, they're in the victim mode. Their story is how you did them wrong, collective. What's interesting though is you're just doing you. You're healing. Yes, you're tired at times, but you've got to focus on what you're doing. You're staying in your head more than your heart space to think clearly. It just feels like a lot of healing. Your higher self is at the world. Your higher self is saying this is the completion of a cycle. You've learned from this. Your challenge is the devil. So your challenge is addiction, temptation, codependency, toxicity. So what I'm getting is your higher self is saying, look, I get that you're at the end of a cycle and you're exhausted. You're almost there. Don't go back. Don't entertain these toxic thoughts and ideas. Remember that you're a star. Have faith. Feels like all that you've been waiting for is right around the corner. The sun. Those are two amazing cards, the star and the sun right next to each other. That there's a rebirth, and you've been going through some painful life lessons, relationship lessons. But all is well. That your person really is, people are starting to see this falseness, that he's not, he, she, they aren't, they're in their ego, that they're being discredited, because it looks like how you've been healing and moving on contradicts all that they've been saying about you. And so it's really keeping them in a fearful place, unaligned, fear of change. The lies, some of the lies they told is that you're a burden. However, you're just focusing forward. You're turning your back on them and moving forward. It's like you might have, it might not look like you have fertile grounds in front of you, but you're planting a lot of seeds that you're watering, and you just have so many opportunities ahead of you. And you're just avoiding conflict, agreeing to disagree. It doesn't feel like you want to work on it with this person at all, that you're not wanting to go back. You realize that this is devil energy, codependency, toxicity, that they're unhealed and unwilling to heal. And feel like you're really intuitive and in touch with your higher self, that keeps saying, the sun, the star, the world, just keep going forward. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords reversed. Yeah, this is their energy again, just really toxic deception. It doesn't feel like it feels like they believe their own story, and they're very secretive, but and it feels like they're jealous of you. They're not, there's no emotions in this. They don't have a cup of love to offer. They're very strategic. Their higher self is telling them temperance, find balance, find harmony. I'm also getting that they might be drinking a lot to cover instead of healing. There's just a lot of greed, indulgence, stubbornness. They're really obsessed with wealth and status, and they feel like, and they pretend and tell others this facade that they're like the King of Pentacles, where really they're pretty financially inept. And so they blame their financial failures on you because they see you as a burden. And they just didn't give to this relationship. They breadcrumbed you, they made you an option, they brought you into a third party situation. The energies are so different. Your energy is moving on, healing, yes, tired and exhausted from this, ending this cycle. But I think you even can feel that what's coming around the corner very quickly for you is a lot of success, a lot of being in the star and the sun energy, that you have the world at your fingertips, that you have new opportunities in so many areas. It doesn't feel like, it feels like because you've learned this lesson and moved on, that the blessings are just going to start rolling in, a proper relationship. reciprocity in relationships, people bringing their cup of love and not people coming at you with deceit and betrayal. So good for you. All right, that's your reading. Thanks for joining. Bye.